Your production application just failed. What do engineers usually do? They check logs, they scroll, they search, and sometimes they guess also. I'm pretty much sure you also have encountered similar type of situation many a times in your career. What if AI could read Kubernetes logs for you and instantly tell you the root cause? In this video, we will connect our AI SRE assistant directly to the Kubernetes logs and analyze real failures. So, hello everyone. Welcome to my AI SRE Engineer series. In the previous episode, which is episode 2, we built an AI DevOps assistant. We give it an incident, it gives us root cause, troubleshooting steps, and fix recommendations also. But the problem is we were typing incidents manually. In real systems, incidents come from logs. We don't type it. What we build today is we will extend our system. We are not rewriting anything which we wrote in our last episode. We are just adding a new input source. And what will be the input source? The input source will be something like this. We will have Kubernetes logs. Kubernetes logs will be fed to AI. So the first thing will be Kubernetes logs. And this Kubernetes logs will be fed to AI. And now AI will do quite the same thing like the way it did in our previous episode 2 demo. It will find the root cause. It will provide the fix suggestions also. But this time Kubernetes logs will directly go to AI as an input. Now, Kubernetes logs, like the way we have seen in our previous session also, we ran app.py, the Python script. Quite the same thing will be executed even this time, but this time Kubernetes logs will be directly fed into app.py responses. How will I do that? The first thing which I have to do is I have to create Kubernetes cluster. Let me check if I do have any Kubernetes cluster. So in order to create Kubernetes cluster, I'm using kind software. Please let me know in comment section in case if you need to have more information in kind. Though previously I created video in kind also, which I will put in the link so that you can refer it. So now let's first check how many clusters I do have, or I do have any cluster present at this point or not. So kind get clusters, and it says that I do have a cluster present, which is with the name AI SRE. In case if you want to create a cluster, then the command will be kind create cluster and give the name of the cluster. That will be your cluster name. As you will give this input, it will create a cluster with the same cluster name, which you are going to put in here. But since already we do have one Kubernetes cluster ready, I'm going to use that. Now, once the cluster is present, next thing will be to execute your or create any deployment so that those deployments will start throwing some logs. Now, in order to do that, I do have 4 deployment files present: crash app, DB error app, DNS app, and memory app. Each of these deployments will give some or the other error error pod. So now what happens is memory app deployment will create a pod which is running out of the memory. Because of that, it won't be able to launch. Next is DNS app. It will give some DNS related errors. DB error app, it will fail connecting to database. And crash app will give crash loop back off error message. You can choose any of the deployment. Just for better visibility, what I'll do is I'll use DNS app. Now, in order to launch it, what I'll do, kubectl apply hyphen f and Kubernetes slash, I'll use DNS app, DNS app. Now, this is created. Let's see if I do have a pods ready, get pods. And yes, I do have a pod ready. As you can see, I do have a pod ready. I do have another pod ready also, which is memory, but I want to choose this one. This one will be recognized by the deployment application or deployment label. What is the deployment label for this? The deployment label for this is DNS. I'm going to use it. So let's see. Now, in order to get it connected with AI and LLM, like the way we learned in episode 2, we are going to execute app.py script. In order to do that, I'll say Python SRC because this is the folder where my app.py file is present. App.py, and I'll say the name of the app is DNS. So just I have to pass the name of the application, name of the or the label of the deployment which I have created, which I want to get monitored or get analyzed by AI. And as I hit enter, you see what it is going to do? It has gone through the pod. You see, it has gone through the pod. The pod which was meant for DNS error is same like the way you can see. It did not pick up the memory pod because I did not provide the label detail of memory deployment. It has just picked the pod for which I gave the label details here under hyphen app parameter. So now it says that the it executed Kubernetes logs command like the way you can see. So the first thing which it executed is it executed Kubernetes get pod command and filtered the pod which is meant for DNS deployment, and then is it executed Kubernetes logs and pod name command, and it fetched all the logs which it has generated. The log says bad address, non-existing service, and DNS resolution is failed. Now this is the error. This is the log error or the content which is present in Kubernetes logs. Now AI has analyzed this log like the way you can see. AI says under incident summary, it says that the issue at hand is for DNS resolution. And it is saying that the service named is non-existent service. And it is now finding the root cause also. It says missing or incorrect service entry in Kubernetes. DNS cache issue. It could be the problem with network connectivity also, and it is now giving the troubleshooting step also. It is verifying the existence of the service. It is giving you the command also which you need to execute to verify that. It is saying that find all the pod which is present in all the namespaces. It will give you better details of what the situation is, and then get the pod log as well. And then if necessary, you need to describe the details of pod which is getting faulty by using Kubernetes describe pod command. So these all are the details which AI is giving you. And this time, like the way we did in episode 2, we did not put in any error message or any content from the log. Automatically everything is done. You just had to execute Python script. Now Python script is present there in SRC. I did some modification in this app.py file, but you just need to clone it again and use all the deployment. I will demonstrate with one more faulty deployment, which is DB error one. In order to do that, the first thing which I have to do is I have to apply this kubectl apply -f, and then it will be Kubernetes and DB error app. Now it's been deployed. I'll say kubectl get pods, and it says yes, a pod is running. This is the pod which is in a running state, but definitely it will have some error within it because that is how it is configured. So now next thing will be to execute Python command, and what this Python script will do, it will go and it will fetch the Kubernetes logs for this specific deployment and will give you the resolution out of it. Python src app.py -app. And what is the name of the app for DB error? It is the name of the app is DB. That is the label. And as I give this, you see it is fetching same pod, DB error pod, which we saw earlier also. and it is giving, okay, fine, DB database connection refused, and it is giving you solution and root cause for this error. It says that the issue at hand appears to be establishing some connection with database, and it is giving you possible root causes also. So now, like the way you can see, AI is analyzing the problem. AI is fetching the logs automatically. You just need to trigger this AI, and AI is going to do rest of the thing. AI is being very specific. It's not as in it's giving you bulk or bundle of informations. It's giving you information which is needed for you to know. Not for all the deployments. Perhaps you want to know the root cause for the problem which is happening in any specific deployment, because in real time scenario you can have plenty of deployments in your environment. One deployment failed and you want to just know the information about that specific deployment. AI is capable enough to give you information about any specific erroneous deployment also. So like the way you saw, try to clone the GitHub repository and try to execute these all commands and see how it behaves in your system. But again, remember, not all problems are crashes. Sometimes the app is running well, but cannot communicate with other services. AI will help here also. So there could be different use cases. There could be different scenarios or situations. Now, our AI is doing first level of investigation. This can save engineers a lot of time during any incident occurrence. But a real SRE work doesn't stop at logs only. Engineers run commands like kubectl describe, kubectl get events. In the next episode, we will build an AI agent that can run kubectl commands also and troubleshoot Kubernetes automatically. As of now, it's just giving you the command. In next episode, we'll see how agents will execute those commands for you and provide you output. Thank you for watching episode 3. If you did not subscribe my channel, subscribe it please, so that you can just stay updated with all the upcoming episodes of this specific series. Thank you for watching.